Hi, everybody. We're going to walk you through our elementary school Driveline here at STEM School Highlands Ranch. We're going to do our best to cover all the different facets of our Driveline program. But we do encourage you to please take a look at our transportation management plan and all the other resources that we have on our website. It's under the parent section of our website. That way you are completely familiar with how our Driveline operates. I'm going to orient you right now. Currently, we are overlooking our elementary school Driveline. We also call this our West Driveline. This street right out here is Barron's Boulevard. As you approach our school, you do want to come north on Barron's Boulevard. So if you are coming from the north, you want to orient yourself so that you are then traveling north on Barron's Boulevard. That is because you are only allowed to make a right-hand turn into our parking lot, which is right over there, in the mornings and in the afternoons during our Driveline hours. Okay, please do not come and try and make a left into the parking lot. We will have an attendant there that will not allow you to make a left-hand turn during those Driveline hours. So please do what you can to orient yourself so that you are coming from the south and heading north on Barron's Boulevard. As you enter our Driveline, you will have 3 lanes to pick from in this first part of our Driveline. So we have the far left lane, we have the middle lane, and we have this striped right lane, okay? We have this striped right lane here in order to help accommodate as many cars in our parking lot as possible. As you enter Driveline, you will either be instructed to enter a lane or you can pick the lane that you're in. If there is a Driveline attendant there that is telling you which lane to go into, please follow their instructions. They are trying to run the Driveline as efficient as possible, and they may need for you to be in a different lane than the one that you want to be in. So please follow their instructions. As you continue through Driveline, please stay in your lane. Please do not cross over any of those lines unless otherwise instructed to do so. This third lane, which is the far right lane, as you get down toward the end where the tree is, you will merge into that center lane. So only 2 lanes will come around in the parking lot. Okay, this is kind of what we call our snake area here. Now there will be a set of cones that will be set up here that will be directing the traffic when they come into the parking lot to only make a right. So when you come up to this second bend over there, you'll only be able to make a right that'll take you toward our unloading zone, which is right in front of the school building. In the morning, it's the unloading zone. In the afternoon, it's our loading zone. Okay, so Driveline begins at 7:10 in the morning. Cars can start lining up. Please do not let your students out of the car until a Driveline attendant is there to assist you with opening up the doors. Please do not exit your cars because that does slow us down. Stay seated in your car. The attendant will come over, open up the door, and show your student where they need to go. They typically gather in the front of the school area in the wood chip area where their stones are. They line up by class. We do have a procedure in place if there is cold weather or inclement weather where they do go inside the building, but on every other normal day, they will line up at their class stone, and then the teachers will come out and grab them and take them inside. Okay, so in order for Driveline to run as efficiently as possible, please make sure that you're following all the instructions from the Driveline attendants. Now that's the morning. Let's talk about the afternoon. The afternoon is broken up by your pickup times. So kindergarten and first grade will be picked up first between 2:20 and 2:30. Cars are allowed to enter into the parking lot for that specific placard pickup time, 2:20 to 2:30. That's our green placard pickups. You can get into the parking lot starting at 2:15. As soon as you enter into the parking lot, those are green placards only during that time. As soon as you come to a complete stop, you'll open up your Pick My Kid app, announce that you are here, and then just wait and we'll bring you out your student and dismiss them via the app. Now our second grouping is for grades 2 through 5, and if they have a kindergarten and first grade sibling only, okay? So that would be 2:30 to 2:55. Now we open up the parking lot starting at 2:30. Please do not stack up on the street here. It does cause a traffic hazard, and it also violates our transportation management plan, and it becomes a nuisance to our businesses and surrounding neighbors. Okay, At 2:30, please then start to approach at that particular point in time. The drive line, not to worry, there's no students that will come out until 2:35 anyways. So we have 5 minutes to get everybody situated and loaded. No need to rush or anything like that, because in order for us to run as efficiently as possible, it helps us if everybody just rolls in right at the same time. You can also come at 2:45 if you want to kind of beat that first little grouping of cars. Okay, 2:30 is the orange placard to 2:55. You're going to follow the same instructions. You'll come in just like how you do in the morning, line up. We'll have driveline attendants that will help you get into the appropriate lane. We'll also have a driveline attendant that will have an iPad as soon as you announce that you're there. They will put the cars in order. Teachers inside the building will get a notification when a student in their class has been announced, either as a walker or as getting picked up by a car. And then they will release that student down as soon as your student has indicated that your car is in the loading zone, which is right in front of the school. Okay, all that is done automatically behind the scenes, so there's really nothing for you to worry about other than ensure that you have the Pick My Kid app running and that you announce once you get here. We take care of it the rest of the way. Okay, the last grouping that we have is our yellow placards, and that is from 2:55 until 3:10. Okay, and that would be our grouping of K through 5 students who have a secondary sibling. Okay, you would come at 2:55, enter in the parking lot, follow the same procedure where you get in line, follow the driveline attendant's instructions. You'll open up your Pick My Kid app, announce that you are here, and the driveline attendants will take it from there. If you have a student that is in K through 5 that does not have a secondary sibling, please do not come at the 2:55 time. Please come at your appropriate time, because we do have everything allotted for efficiency purposes, that and the teachers know who's getting picked up at what time. Okay, so that pretty much walks us through high level of our elementary school driveline. There will be more information that's shared on our website that you can reference, and we do send out emails regularly just to remind families what the procedures are and what you need to follow. So the most important things: make sure your Pick My Kid is updated and working. Those are some things that do slow down driveline, especially at the beginning of the school year. So go ahead and open up your Pick My Kid app now. Ensure that you see your students. The other piece is make sure you have your placards, okay? The last bit of advice is at the start of the school year, please allow for about 2 to 3 weeks for driveline to settle down in order for it to run as efficiently as possible. It is during this time where we're not only getting our new families used to using driveline, but what we're also doing is we're getting our kindergartners used to being in school and being picked up. And so sometimes that does take a little bit more time. Next up, I'm going to talk about walkers. I'm standing over here in our drop-off pull-out lane that is on Blue Point Boulevard, which is just on the north side of campus. As you can see, campus is right behind me. If you utilize this, you would access this from the west side of campus, come up on Blue Point and pull over into this drop-off lane that's right here. As you can see, my car is parked right here. You would have your students exit out of the passenger side of the vehicle, right-hand side, have them use this sidewalk, use the crosswalk right there to access the school. So we highly recommend this for any families who feel comfortable allowing their students to walk onto campus in the morning or walk off campus as a walker in the afternoon. We don't suggest this for any students who are first or kindergarten without any sort of supervision. Okay. Now, what we do want to point out about this pull-out lane right here is that if it is full, so if it goes down the hill, please do not stack up onto that Sergeant Chris Faulkner Drive at the end. If it is full, then I would suggest do one more loop around and wait until it empties. This is intended to be a drop-off zone for our families, so quick in, quick out. But what we don't want it to become is a nuisance or a hazard to traffic and the neighborhood. So please don't wrap around and block traffic on that street down there. Please utilize it as a drop-off or a pickup area. The other thing to keep in mind is, since this is a flowing traffic lane right on the other side, please make sure to indicate with your traffic signal that you are going to enter back into traffic, and please make sure that you are aware that there are no other cars, pedestrians, bikes in the other lane of traffic so that you don't cause an accident, okay? But as your students exit, please ensure that they utilize that crosswalk right there so that we are crossing the street and following all of our TMP rules appropriately. Now we're going to talk about our elementary school walkers. So here I am. I'm on the east side of the elementary school building. So if you are a parent coming to pick up your student who is a walker, you can park legally in the community across the street, but please do not park in any of our surrounding businesses and then walk in. So legally you are allowed to park in the neighborhood across the street. Just make sure that you are not blocking any driveways, garages, or anything like that. You can cross the street at any crosswalk or intersection. Please don't cross illegally. And then you would walk around the elementary school building to the east side here to this back door. And this would be where you would open up your Pick My Kid app, ensure that your student has been delegated as a walker beforehand, and then announce, and your student would be released to you through this back door. We're also here by the elementary school playground in order to orient yourself. And what you will see here is our secondary east Driveline, so just to kind of help you out with where we're located. So things to remember about an elementary school walker is that you want to ensure that you have your delegation set, your pickup mode set up prior to the cutoff time, which is typically around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you are having difficulty with your Pick My Kid app, we do have some attendants out here that can help you with that, but we do need, in order for efficiency purposes, that you do have your Pick My Kid app working, your delegation and your pickup modes entered correctly, so that when you walk up, you announce your student can be released from the classroom as quickly as possible.